Imagine you are running a business and you have tons of information which is spread across various document, email and system. Every time someone in your team or a customer asks a question, it takes forever to find the right answer, right? And what if you had a tool that could pull from all the knowledge your business has and instantly give you a correct answer, like having a personal assistant, right? So, with that personal assistant will know everything about your business and business process and about your organization, right? So, what in this situation you will do? So, today I will show you how to set up and use Microsoft Copilot to do just that by organizing knowledge in Dataverse table. Copilot helps to simplify your work, making it quicker and easier to complete the task without needing as much effort from your side. Hi, this is Krupali from KnowHow Academy. So before going ahead in this video, let me tell you what you will learn from this video. First, you will learn what is knowledge. Second thing, you learn how Microsoft Copilot use knowledge to answer your question. Third thing, you will learn how you can create your custom Copilot in Microsoft. And fourth thing, you will learn how to set up knowledge for your created Copilot using Dataverse table. And last thing, you learn how to test that created Copilot which is using Dataverse table as a knowledge. So without delay, let's get started. So first of all, let me tell you what is knowledge. Knowledge is the information and skill a person or a system know. It is like a collection of useful facts like how to fix a car, how to use a computer, or remembering the person's name. In the context of technology like Microsoft Copilot, knowledge refers the data and information the system can access to provide useful answer to perform tasks. The more organized and accurate the information is, the better system can help you with your question or task. So I hope you understand what is knowledge. Now let me tell you the second thing. How Copilot use a knowledge to answer or respond your question. Let me explain you with the simple real life scenario. Imagine you run a bakery and store all the recipe in your computer. These recipes are your knowledge. If you use Microsoft Copilot, it can quickly find and share the right recipe when someone asks for it, right? But if your recipes are scattered and unorganized, then Copilot struggle to find the right one as per your question. So, if your recipes are organized in better way, then Microsoft Copilot can quickly answer your question based on whatever knowledge you have organized in your system. In this case, the recipe are the knowledge for Copilot use, and whatever you are asking the question to Copilot, that is considered as a prompt. So I hope you understand how Microsoft Copilot use knowledge to answer your question. Now let me tell you the third thing, how you can create custom Copilot using Copilot Studio. So let me show you practically. So first of all, you need to search for Copilot Studio in your Google. Then you will get the first link, that is Microsoft Copilot Studio. So open that and then you need to click on sign in. Since in our case we will use Dataverse as a knowledge for our Copilot. So first let me set the Copilot, or you can say let me create Copilot. So it will take some time to log in, then you should click on next or skip right now. I want to skip. So I'm clicking on skip. So here you are logging in Microsoft Copilot. Then you should create your Copilot. So for that you need to click on create. Then you should click on new Copilot. Then your Copilot will be created. And here you need to give proper name to the Copilot. So here my name of the Copilot is Copilot 2. You can change it. Right now if you want to do any configuration you can do it, but right now I am skipping it and I'm just directly creating Copilot with the name Knowledge Dataverse. And you can create that and make sure that proper name you should give. So let me click on create. So it will be created within a second. And make sure that your environment is a same environment which is the environment of Dataverse table. So in my Dataverse table you can see this is the environment, and here my Copilot environment is the same. Okay, so here you can see that your knowledge Dataverse Copilot is created, and this is your testing screen and this is your view screen. So I hope you understand how you can create custom Copilot or how you can create Copilot in Copilot Studio. Now let me tell you the fourth thing, how you can set up knowledge in Copilot using Dataverse table. So first of all, let me show you the Dataverse table which I will use for a knowledge. So here I have created one building table which has some data like this is. So this data is not editable, but I have created a building city column, building ID column and building name column in this table. So these are the columns are created by the Dataverse itself, or you can say it's a metadata about the table. So I'm just hiding it right now to just explain you the concept. Now you can see that these are the three columns in the building table. Now I want to add this building table as a knowledge in Copilot. So for that, first of all, make sure that which column has a primary key. So click on the columns, and if you can see that building ID as a primary key. Now as per our scenario, we are adding knowledge in Copilot Studio using Dataverse. So for that you should make sure that whatever the column name you have written, it should be in proper human readable form, or you can say human understandable form. And you can say that whatever data is there inside a Dataverse table, that makes sense. No dummy data is like that ABCPQR, otherwise it will not make sense. So this is my building table which I will use for a knowledge. After checking a column, click on the view. Now why you should go to the view? Because whatever knowledge Copilot will use, that is based on public view which is available for that table. So here you can see that active building is a public view and it is a type of default. So directly Copilot will not communicate with the table, but via the view your Copilot will communicate with the table. So you can open that view. You can open that view and see that what column that Copilot should have understand. So if I just created a column on created on, and if it is not required, I can click and hide it, or I can remove that column. But right now let me keep as it is. So these are the three columns which is important, which is building name, building city and building ID. So this three columns should be in a proper way and it should be organized, so that whatever knowledge Copilot will use, that will come from this view. So make sure that you are selected a public view and it should be default. Now the next thing is that I will use another table, that is maintenance request table, which also I will use for a knowledge. So let me go back and let me show you the maintenance table. Now here this is a maintenance request table which is containing for which building IT which maintenance request came. So these are the metadata column. So let me just not edit it, but let me hide it because I don't want right now. So let me just hide it quickly, and let me here see the building ID column, which is a foreign key in the maintenance request table, and maintenance ID also I want. So this three column I want on building ID, maintenance request and maintenance ID. Now you should make sure that on which column primary key is given. So I know that I gave primary key on maintenance ID column, so you can see that. Now here make sure that your view is also displaying all the information. Let's say I want to see that request ID, or you can say maintenance ID M001 is for which building. So here as per view it will give only building ID, but if you want building name, building city, in that case you need to add that column in a maintenance table. So let me just show you. Now here you can see that one view column is there, and here you can see relatable. That means if this table contain any foreign key, then it will show the reference column from the primary table. I have already added the reference column, so let me just remove it so you will see it, and let me just edit again. So these are the main three columns in the table. Now I want to add the building name, although that column is not there in the maintenance request table. So click on the view, go to the relate, and then just expand that, and here you will see that these are the respective column which you can refer using building ID key in the request table. So let me just select the building city, so it will be added, and let me add the building name also. So from the related you can find out these are the parent column, or these are the parent table column. So although these three columns are not there in a maintenance request table, still I have added in a view using common column which is shared by the both the table. So this is my view. If I have done any changes in the current view, let me save and publish it. If your view is updated but still you did not publish it, then Copilot will use the old version of your view. So make sure that you should publish. So we are done with the first step, that first we need to set up our database table or Dataverse table, and then we need to set up the view for the Dataverse table. Now second thing is that adding a knowledge for Copilot using custom Copilot. Let me show you. Here you need to go to the Copilot which you have created recently, and then here one tab you can see, that is knowledge tab. So go to the knowledge tab. Then here it will ask to add knowledge. Right now this Copilot does not have any knowledge, so you can add knowledge by clicking on plus sign. You can see that you can add knowledge in Copilot using three ways. First, using public website, second using SharePoint site, and third using Dataverse. Right now Dataverse is in preview mode, so if you are planning to create Copilot which will use Dataverse knowledge, so you cannot put it in a production environment. Once it is come under the production environment, so preview will be removed. So within a short amount of period, this Dataverse will be there in a production environment also. So you can see that, and each method has its own limitation. Let's say from the public website, if you want to use knowledge, then you can limit it to some of the website, or how much data you can add, that is also a limitation. You can add SharePoint site, but still it has a limitation that much knowledge it can use. So you can go to the official documentation of the Microsoft and you can read it. It is not for remembering purpose, it is just for your knowledge. Then if you are using Dataverse, then maximum 15 table you can use it for your knowledge in Copilot. So right now I want to use only 2 tables, so it will work. So click on the Dataverse. Then you should search for the name of the table which you want to use as a knowledge. So my table name is building table. So let me select that. Then you can add another table, let's say maintenance request table. So you can select and click on next. So for the building, these are the column which you can use it. And for the maintenance request table, if you just expand and click here, you will see these are the columns. So it is a kind of preview section for the table. Then you can click on next. Now make sure that whatever knowledge you are providing to the Microsoft Copilot, it should be well organized. If your information is not well organized, then Copilot will find difficulty to answer your prompt. Okay, then let me edit. So you can see that your knowledge is added. And what is the name of a knowledge here? Maintenance request, building. You can give any name and make sure that your status should be ready. If you added just now, then it may take some minutes to be in a ready state. Sometimes it is in a processing state. So wait until it is ready. Now you can click on that and modify if you want to modify anything. Let's say you want to add one more table here. So here you can click on edit table and new table you can edit. Here you can change the name of a knowledge also. Let's say I am giving a name as a knowledge is Dataverse knowledge. Dataverse knowledge regarding building maintenance. Okay, just I'm adding a random thing and let me click on save. So here you have added knowledge in your Copilot. Now you can go to the topics and create your own topics, but these topics are predefined. It will take some question and then answer, but without creating topic, still your Copilot will answer. Okay, so we will see that and then you can click on action, analytics or channel. So let's say how your Copilot is answering. So whatever the analytics are there, you can see it. And let me just here click again on knowledge and saved it. I already saved it. And you can see that it is last refresh just now. Now let me tell you the last thing, that is how you can test your Copilot which has a knowledge of Dataverse table. So I can ask only the question which is related to maintenance and building. If you are asking a question other than that, then Copilot does not have any knowledge, so it will not answer. Now one more thing, you need to make sure that whatever the column name you have given, you should use the same column name to ask a question. If you don't remember or if you don't want to use that column name, then you should add synonyms in the column. So if you click on this, to add synonyms in the table, you need to click on this preview or after the synonyms. Now here for each column, you can set the synonyms for each table. So let's say for first building table, I want to set the synonym for buildings ID and building name and building city. So for building ID, I am adding a synonyms. Let's say building ID. Building ID, or let's say general way, I am adding it in a small case. And let me click on add. So here one synonym is created for this column. And if you are done, you can add more than one synonyms and you can see that that is the synonyms. Now for building city, again I want to add a synonyms like that. Building city. Instead of B city, building city make more sense. So let me add it and then done. Then let me add a building name synonyms for the B name. Building name. And let me add and then done. So here for this three column, I have set the synonym. Now let me add for the second table, that is maintenance table. And for this maintenance request, I will add. So let's say M request. You can add any synonyms, okay, but that synonym should be more user friendly. Maintenance, I am adding it for, I think, maintenance request. Okay, so you can add it and then you can done. So for the maintenance request, one synonym is there. So let me set the synonym for the other column quickly. So I have set a synonym for these 3 columns. Now then you should save it. Now synonyms is optional. If you don't want to edit, it's okay. Now let's test it. Now let me first ask a question to the Copilot, or let me start the conversation. So you can see that, hello, I am Knowledge Dataverse virtual assistant. So here this is the simple message when you are opening first time your Copilot, or you can say chat window. Then let's say you can ask hi. So if for that you have designed anything, it will answer. But see, I did not have it design anything, but still it is answering me. Hello, how can I help you? Now I will ask a question to the Copilot regarding the building table, and then Copilot will use its knowledge to answer my question or my prompt. So let me write a prompt. I am writing, give me building ID. Give me building ID. I'm just asking a question. Now you should ask your prompt very precisely. So within a fraction of second, it will answer from the knowledge which Dataverse, which Copilot has. So you can see that the building values, not values, but here the building ID values are B001, 003 and so on. And it will give a link to see the detail of that knowledge. So if you click on this, it will open in a new tab, and then here you will see the public view for the building table. Now you can see that this is the public view which building table has. Then let me ask another question. Okay. Now you can see that automatically topics are designed. I did not design any topic, but see, automatically topic is also designed, and you can see that. Now let me still go to the overview, or let it be on a topic. And here let me ask a question. Give me building ID. Now here this time I am asking a question using a synonyms which I have set for the building ID. So let's see whether it will give anything or not. So here see, although I did not give the exact column name, but still Copilot will understand and give me the data which is same as the previous. Now let's say I want to ask a Copilot that give me the building name and city which building ID is B002. So let me write a proper prompt. Give me building name for, or you can say of the building ID B002. So here you can see that the building name for the building ID B002 is Rigas, and if you click on that, again you will see the information related to that. Okay, so the view which we have set up, that will show here. Sometime it will ask to sign in to continue. Okay, so I have already signed in. So you can see that based on my question it is answering. Now let me ask a question that I want a maintenance request for building ID or building Rigas. Now let me write, give me maintenance, maybe I have made a spelling mistake, so let me correct it. Maintenance request for the building ID B002. Now you can see that whatever the request is created for building ID, you can see that. So here you can see that request ID M002, M004 and M003 are the request for the building ID 2 or B002. Now let's say give me name of the building. Give me name of the building, or you can say give me request, maintenance request for the building. Then let's see what it will return. Now here you can see that there is no maintenance request for the specific building. Why? Although I have a data, but because of some spelling mistake which I have mentioned in the synonyms, so it is giving answer like that. So that means that somehow I did the mistake while setting knowledge for the Copilot. So again you need to go to the knowledge section and set up the knowledge. But let's say I will ask a specific thing using a column. So let's say give me B, I think B name. So that is the B name for the maintenance for the MID. Maintenance ID, let's say M002. Okay. Now let me just see what it will answer. So you can see that based on knowledge, it is giving the right answer. It is a rigorous. Actually, you can go to the Dataverse table and check it. So if Copilot is not giving a perfect answer, that means the information which I have provided as a knowledge to the Dataverse table, I need to set it properly. Now let me just see it again. Now here you can see that this is the information. If you click on this, you will see the detailed information about the building, and you can go back and you can see that. So this way you can test your knowledge which you have provided to Copilot, which you have created by its own. So I hope you understand. Now before ending this video, let me tell you what you have learned from this video. First, you have learned what is knowledge. Second thing, you have learned how Microsoft Copilot will use knowledge which you have provided to the Microsoft Copilot. Third thing, you learn how to create your custom Copilot using Copilot Studio. And fourth thing, you learn how you can set up knowledge to your custom created Copilot about the Dataverse table. And last thing, you learn how to test your Copilot by asking different prompt, and you also learn that how to give synonyms to the column. So I hope you understand. If you have attended video till last, then I am giving a guarantee to you that you have learned about how to set up knowledge in Copilot using Dataverse table. Thank you for choosing KnowHow Academy as a source of your IT knowledge.